Mabu, hey! Welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels. The P stands for Pink on the Runway. But not so fast. We got stuff to talk about before we get there.
Yeah, before we get to the runway, there's about, I don't want to exaggerate, 2.5 hours of a pageant. But then we do get to the pink.
Should P stand for pageant? Actually, probably should, because Miss Continental was just happening in Chicago.
And congratulations to all the continents.
Except for you, Antarctica. I would live there, but you know you're not allowed to.
If it were up to me, I'd say go for it, baby.
I would love to live in Antarctica, but the whole world collectively decided that no one should live there because they don't want to pollute the area and, like, release gases and stuff there. So they care about that piece of land, but not the rest of it.
Having stayed in many hotels with you, I will say that when you travel, you do have a tendency to fart. So if they're worried about
Darby,
the gaseous natures
No.
the South Pole,
no,
I don't know that you would be the first person I'd walk with.
First of all, Antarctica is on the top. It's in the North Pole. Second of all, I want you to stop spreading misinformation. I do not fart on vacation. I do not fart just on vacation. I do it all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Just because you don't see or hear it here.
Well, I hear it. I do hear it.
Doesn't mean it's not happening. We have to be true.
And
we have to be honest with everybody because these are our fans. These are our patrons.
Okay,
these are our
so I put her in that bathroom.
We wouldn't have been able to move there without them.
So that way, when the gas comes out, it goes right into the vent.
Back to Chicago 2 minutes after we moved here without them.
We have had drought, so I don't know.
I think that it's really important that we all just be honest with each other. Okay, not to sound like a housewife.
Fart. Before we get too deep into this Philippines surprise. This Philippine. Yeah. We do just need to quickly address the elephant in the room, the giraffe in the womb, the rhino in the tomb.
The flowers in bloom.
Oh, fuck! That makes a lot more sense than rhino in a tomb. We just lost Queen Elizabeth. So sad. She was so good to all the white people in the land. We made a Patron-only podcast the day that we lost her. Yesterday, some would say.
Live, and it's up now.
Live. And if you are British, listen with caution. Anyway, but we're not talking about dead queens. We're talking about live queens in the Philippines. This episode of Drag Race Philippines, let me tell you, it had length. It had width. It had substance that stretched, okay? It was very stretched for time. Why was this episode so long?
Because they wanted to do a full pageant. And here's the thing, not just specific to the Philippines, but kind of all reality shows. I'm sick of half of the episode being just the judges talking about things. And I know they're qualified, and I know that's part of the story, and I appreciate it.
Here's what I do when I watch Drag Race, okay? Insider tip, professional watcher. The judges give their critiques
to their face.
To their faces.
And then they send them away.
And
they say the same exact thing without them there.
So guess what? You don't have to watch that part. Do I think I'm missing out on a lot? No. Is there a hilarious thing that Jiggly says that I'm perhaps missing out on?
She looks so beautiful this episode, though.
I know, she looks incredible.
She looked incredible. Yeah. We make the rules here. We don't have to actually watch here. We don't have to actually watch these things to review them.
Queen Elizabeth's death taught us anything in these last 24 hours, it is that we are not promised tomorrow, okay? Nothing matters. Make your own rules. And if she died in Scotland, okay?
Yeah.
That's not even where she lived.
And if you didn't know, we're shitty Americans. So we can do a review show where we don't watch the whole thing.
I have history with the UK people. I'm a big fan of Diana. I'm a Diana Stana.
I had Texas history. Did you have Tennessee history?
It was mostly Davy Crockett.
Is that a thing? Everyone has to do a semester on their own state?
I remember my Tennessee history book being really skinny. And I remember the only story that we seemed to show any interest in was Davy Crockett, because he was, after all, the king of the wild frontier.
Davy.
Did he die at the Alamo?
Davy Crockett, king
of the wild
frontier.
Listen, if you want to watch all the judges stuff, if that's what gets you off, do it. If it's not necessarily what you want to do, who knows? You might be 96 and old and tired, and you may not get tomorrow, which would be a shock to No one.
96.
So make your own rules.
96.
Plant your own tree, as Judy Garland said before she was fired on Valley of the Dolls.
Yeah, and tie a yellow ribbon around it. 96 is one of my angel numbers as well because it keeps coming up.
Now, you say it keeps coming up. I will say, outside of the Queen being 96 when she died, the other 96 that come up is you mentioning the 96 Olympics over
Summer
and over.
Olympics, yeah, Carrie Strug.
So that's not just coming up organically
Carrie
in
Strug.
nature. That's coming up out of your mouth.
Yeah, but I don't plan on bringing it up. It just comes up.
Okay.
And it's everywhere.
Again, it's everywhere because you're saying it in different places.
Well, 96 is the age that the Queen died.
Tragically. Oh, so young. Taken too soon.
996 is like how much gas is right now. So, I don't know. I just feel really solid. Have your numbers come up recently? 24/7? Or what are yours? Your 9/11.
Mine's 9/11, yeah. They are coming up very soon.
Oh, literally
They
in 2
did?
days.
Well, they also came up yesterday when the Queen's impersonator said that her death is like their 9/11.
See?
I did feel an angel on my shoulder when I laughed at that.
Was it her? Was it the Queen?
No, because it felt light. It was Diana. If it had been the Queen, it would have been heavy and filled with generational trauma. Anyway.
Should I watch The Crown?
I like The Crown. But again, you know my thing. I'm obsessed with Princess Diana. I can't watch new Princess Diana stuff. I stopped watching The Crown when Princess Diana came into the story. What does that say?
I think you just don't want anyone to ruin it for you.
I don't think The Crown would ruin it for me. I do think Diana the Musical on Netflix would.
Look out that tunnel. No.
She didn't sing on her way into the tunnel.
There's no way we could know that.
Here's the way that I imagine it happened, okay?
Maybe
she was going on a date. She was going on a hot date with Dodie, right? And she was loving that man. She had just gotten divorced officially, living her life, going out a night on the town in Paris, and she gets in her car. She was having so much fun and partying that her driver was like, me too. Even he was drinking. And I think she and Dodie were going at it. I think she died doing what she loved.
Fucking?
Doing Dodie. Doing Dodie took her out, and it's a beautiful story.
Lady Di does Dodie.
Let's get back to the show. So one thing I did very much enjoy when Mama Pow announced that there'd be no mini challenge. Eva said, they took the mini challenge out. That's the only way I earn money on this show. She stopped winning. Well, I thought it was funny. So they find out that they're going to be in a pageant.
Yes, it's a pageant / improvisational acting challenge, which that's kind of what a pageant is.
You do have to
improv
your character.
Your question and answer.
This isn't us. This isn't what we're like in real life, everyday life. If you see us out at Taco Bell, okay? Have you ever heard of it? She's talking a lot, and I don't talk at all because she has a lot to say about cheese.
You ever try to brie?
See.
Sweaty.
Oh, the other day, Alexis and I went to, was it yesterday? We went to the original Taco Bell.
Okay, so the story goes.
This is lore.
The story goes.
This is LA
There's
lore.
a little taco shack that 2 people opened
Right down
years
the
ago.
Right down the street.
That's right down the street from where she lived. We won't tell you where because it'll dox.
Yeah, I don't want to be doxxed.
2, we'll say brothers for dramatization.
No idea though.
They're making taco, do the little taco stand, making
Brothers
tacos,
and tacos,
burritos, tostadas, all of it. And then someone came in, the people that do McDonald's came in. Ronald came over and said, "Hey, I love your food. I want to franchise it. You want to come?" And one of the brothers said, "I don't know. I'm just gonna stay here in my quiet life." And the other one said, "Well, gosh darn, that sounds fun. So let's."
Why did they check their watches?
That's where they keep their. It was their iWatches. They were checking their texts.
schedules, right?
So the one went off, started Taco Bell, but the original is this cute little taco shack, and the menu is so perfect. It's just literally taco, burrito. What's coming out, Joe Speedo? No, it's not that. And like Coke and chips and stuff, and it was so good. We had burritos,
tastes just like Taco Bell,
but
fresh.
Yeah, the burrito tasted immediate. Like I don't think you could do a blind taste test. I don't think you would know by a blind.
I was like,
maybe
that's Taco Bell.
Who's it? Julia Child would know maybe, but I don't think anyone else like
she's
us.
She takes
But I'll tell you
tortillas very
this:
seriously.
the taco was a hard shell taco. It was really good, and like a full or a half slice of a thick slice of tomato. It was so good.
Yeah, I definitely recommend. It's Henry's Tacos. Go to Henry's.
Yeah. Mama Pow. Okay, I loved this hair.
I loved the hair and the makeup. I thought it was great. I thought the dress was a little weird. It's a little different from what we've seen from her. It's still gorgeous. I love a cross. I'd love to see a man nailed to that.
It's the Miss Shutacca, which is the Miss Bitchy Queen Beauty pageant, right? Or Queen Bitch Beauty pageant.
According to the
subtitle,
which I know aren't always accurate, but it's something like that. So the hosts were 2 of the judges. The little man didn't know that you had to put the microphone to your mouth. He held it kind of here, and then he held it over there, and then he held it right there. The sound overall.
See, I did actually notice, and no, I don't usually notice or care about that kind of stuff, but I did notice that. You're a zero in on good or bad sound.
Well, because I have ears, and I do use them every day. It was just so, it was a lot, and he was so spirited in what he was saying. Again? It was a lot. Another thing, I'm sorry, I've been so negative. I love these girls, and I did overall enjoy my experience. We just lost the queen, so I'm just very emotional. But the other thing that I will say, the logo on the stage behind them looked like it was printed on a printer that was running out of ink, because it just had those lines. You know when you print something and it's running out of ink, so it's printed with lines going through it? Y'all.
Here's the thing, though.
Y'all.
These pageants, if they were properly funded, would be like... I think this was just trying to keep it...
If they were properly funded, like that's what we need to be moving money toward right now.
Rather that than fucking guns or something bullshit with police.
Good guys with guns, though. Think about it.
We do
not talk about that enough.
I think they're just trying to stay true to the like spirit of pageantry.
Like, do it yourself. Before the pageant actually started, first of all, it's all done in a day. They said, this is gonna take 1 day. I'm telling you about it this morning. You're competing this evening. Get ready, you have choreography with Uncle Doug again. My entire body, I was about to say my butthole clenched, but let's be honest, I've lost that ability. But my entire body just kind of, when I heard his name, they just had to deal with that man. And it's also not something that they're able to take to the hotel room and practice all night, because they have to learn the steps and then do them later that day. That's awful.
That's boot camp.
And poor Silhouette, she knew she was in for it, and she's like, fuck it, okay. Uncle Doug, what happened? Let me ask you this. What happened? He's mean.
Yeah.
And not like a funny, charming way.
Again, I think that if dance classes were properly funded, that he would have a little more peace in his heart. Should we go through and say how they all did in the pageant?
Well, before we get into the girls' pageant, we had special guests. Miss Universe, Miss Philippines 2015.
Pia Wurspat.
Gorgeous.
So beautiful.
Stunningly gorgeous.
And fun.
Women.
Game.
And fun.
Game to play.
Plays games. And her outfit, I loved everything.
Oh, I loved
Obsessed.
her outfit.
Listen, a perfectly stoned shoulder. Are you kidding me? There's nothing more beautiful in this world.
Let's talk about the girls in context to the pageant. Lady Morgana was Miss Goody Two-Shoes.
Yeah.
She was first. From all her little bits, did we get Miss Goody Two-Shoes? I don't know that I did.
I don't know that I did, but I don't know exactly how. As I was watching that, I was trying to, well, how would I do it if I'm not getting it?
Yeah, it's kind of a harder one.
That's a hard one, because you're just, I think even someone said in the talking head, like, I feel bad for her because her character is just nice.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe like in the opening number, you could be like, you're doing that wrong, you have to go, like maybe when you can engage with other people, you can like kind of be like, purposefully stick yourself by the skanky ones. You could be like, no, stop doing that.
But that kind of lends into the Miss Anxious, so
I don't
know. It's a tough character.
Yeah,
and
that was hard.
Stuck with it. She did get stuck with it. It wasn't the character she wanted.
She didn't help herself by, like, they wanted padding, they said, and they wanted like cinching, and she didn't really do a lot of that. Marina Summers was Miss Skanky. Okay, her evening gown,
I know,
so beautiful,
so gorgeous,
and I thought she did good. I got skanky, I got fun.
I think Drag Race, pro tip, future Drag Race contestants, if there's ever an option for you to play a slut on Drag Race, that is low-hanging fruit, and Drag Race loves low-hanging fruit.
They want you to have low hangers. They want you to tuck them away.
Yeah.
But they want you to have low hangers.
Like that. RuPaul would fucking lose her mind at that. Always pick the sexy character, because you can be vulgar in a way that traditionally is probably not that funny. But in the pageant, Her character was clear. She got to point at her crotch a lot.
And she looked beautiful.
And she looked beautiful pointing.
Yeah. Now, Minty Fresh was Miss Biatch, and
Another
she was
really
supposed to
great
be bitchy. I do think, because they've been telling her this whole season so far, you're like sleepy. She wasn't sleepy this time.
No.
I do not think. And I think she
She did a lot of this.
I mean, how else are you supposed to signify that you're a biatch?
Well, I wouldn't know.
I'm
known as the nice one, so I obviously wouldn't know.
Precious Paula Nicole was Miss Airhead. She did a really good job, I think.
I thought she came to life towards the end, and she really, like, not knowing that she had been the winner and all of that. Like, that was really funny. I did think at the beginning, I wanted to see her with the dumbest smile on her face and kind of
facing the wrong way.
Facing the wrong way.
Thing.
But instead, I didn't even know she was Miss Airhead until halfway through the swimsuit. She seemed to, like, figure out, oh shit, I'm not being an airhead right now. Because she came out all serious and...
Oh yeah, I did
get. Like, don't do that.
I did get kind of confused with her with Vignes Deluxe because she came out like in the swimsuit. She came out with the evening gown on.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, is she an airhead?
I thought Venus had a difficult time. Like, as soon as I heard Miss Anxious. If you're playing anxious on stage, you're either going to come off so anxious that it makes people uncomfortable to watch, or the character's going to get lost. It's really hard to do the kind of fine line. And with drag, there are no fine lines, okay?
Just fine liners.
I thought overall she did fine.
Yeah.
At least I knew what her character was for the most part the entire time.
Yeah. Eva La Queen was Miss Stateside, and she was from LA, but she said a town in the Philippines, which was really funny.
Yeah.
She was beautiful the whole time.
That is definitely a cultural thing. What's the acronym? Stateside over... It's an acronym for Filipinos who leave the Philippines. What is that called? Anyway, Miss Stateside and all of that, like, that's definitely more of a cultural, like, joke. So I get why we didn't quite get it, but they seem to enjoy it.
Brigading, Miss Tacky. Now, those black booties were tacky, so I did know immediately what she was going for.
Now, she fought for Miss Tacky. She really wanted Miss Tacky, and then she eventually got Miss Tacky.
That's a hard one for me. I'm having trouble figuring out what I would do with tacky. Because I feel like tacky is not really a presence. It's more of like how you dress.
I also had a hard time understanding exactly what she was supposed to do. I also just think, oh, I'm going to generalize. Let's go.
I've already made my stance about guns clear. And police. So let's go. Let's just have it all out in the open.
Oh, I wasn't going to talk about guns or police.
No, but I thought you were going to say something controversial.
No, but I was going to say, I just don't think the judges get brigading.
Yeah.
I don't think the judges get her. I don't think the contestants do. I just don't know that she's translating well on the show. Because I adore her, but I'm seeing that she's not really excelling in this particular genre, the reality one.
Yeah.
But this character of Tacky, it seemed like she was just annoying-ish, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Because tacky is not just about looks. Tacky can also represent someone's personality. Someone's rather obnoxious. But I don't know how you would... I guess, like, white trash, maybe, is how I would put it.
That's what I think of. Like my cousins, my aunts.
You immediately went to your own family. Trash? Oh, yeah, my cousins. For sure.
And then Zilhouette was Miss Upstager. She was smart with the cane.
Yeah, I think she did the pageant well. She did a very good pageant. They loved her answer. They loved her confidence. I don't know that I got Upstager personally, but I do think she was a good contestant. I wish Upstager meant standing in front of people the entire time, cutting off the host so that she could talk over them.
Going to grab the crown.
Yeah, but as far as the pageant contestant goes, I'd vote for her. Do they vote?
I thought that was fun. I like how they did the end with just like doing bingo balls. That's funny. And then doing the old bait and switch and giving it to Pia Worsback. I thought that was fun. Who would you be in a pageant?
Who would I be, just true to myself? Anxious. I can tell you that. I'd be farting up and down that runway. Nervous fart, nervous fart, nervous fart.
Oh.
But who would I want to be?
Upstager.
Upstager.
Yeah.
You?
Same. I would probably want to be Upstager.
But who are you actually?
Airhead? I would make everyone think I'm the airhead.
I don't think you'd have to work that hard.
Let's get
Then we head to the runway. Yeah.
I want to see this runway. It's pink, 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 pink.
Very pro pink in this family, in this household.
Let's start with...
Just for girls, though.
I'm going to declare something I think we all should know by now, but one-leg outfits are a death sentence.
Yeah.
One-legged bodysuits.
That's actually what the queen was wearing yesterday as she died. She put it on, she goes, "Is this a so?" And then they said no. And then she goes, "Oh, slay."
No!
Yeah.
Lady Morgana.
Tough.
Yeah. Minty fresh, looking
Oh my God.
so beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And with her rosary her mom gave her. I loved this look. The boots matching exactly.
And I don't know if she said this, but like representing women, like it read very labia, the skirt. And
I thought
or
that was floral, yeah.
Floral, labia. Potato. I just thought it was gorgeous. I thought it was beautiful, and she was carrying the rosary her mom sent her off to the competition with, which the Catholic Church is bullshit, and that she should get points deducted, but I loved it.
Precious Paula Nicole in this equestrian horse moment.
She's got a horse right here. She's a little queer. I loved the headpiece.
Cool, not for me. I like a skirt.
Not for me.
I like a skirt or something.
I liked the headpiece.
Yeah.
And I liked the makeup.
Yeah, cool.
Silhouette may not have been upstaging in the pageant, but I think she upstaged those bitches on the runway.
This is really beautiful.
I loved this.
Yeah.
And again, she's the softer. I would like to see, and I know I'm one to talk, I would like to see a little softer eye with that look. Again,
no.
I know who I am.
No, I think it's perfect.
And I loved when they closed up on her shoes as she's walking back. She had those thick heels, and
her
legs are so skinny that she looked like an actual Barbie doll. You know when you put shoes on Barbie and the shoes are comically large for her tiny little baby feet that aren't real feet?
Marina Summers, she went less glam and more like kind of
flower girl.
Flower, like 50s kind of housewife.
Gardening. I thought it was cute. I do, not to repeat from last week, but I do think with her size, with her height, her little tiny height, I would lean towards grander things. If she wants to do that look, the little pink underskirt that she had underneath it, I wish it had been like a long train. Then I think I would have been like, oh, she elevated a garden look. Okay, I'll visit that garden and weed or whatever.
Vinos Deluxe and kind of a
callback to her entrance look.
Oh yeah. Just kind of like up in the middle of the night to go grab a bubbly from the fridge.
And she had the pink glitter face mask. I think similar to Marina, I would have preferred the dressing gown to have drag, to have a train, to be a little grander, because it did look like she just kind of wandered out.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty. I mean, she's gorgeous.
Brigading, 100 yards of tulle. She's kind of like a rocker Barbie tulle chick.
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I like
the garment. And I like the hair.
She loves to move that little body around. She was not letting us forget that she is a rocker chick. She was up, she was down, and that's the Brigading experience you'll get when you see her in person. Coming this week to
PBS.
Yeah.
Eva La Queen is looking fucking stunning.
I loved this
I loved this so much.
Yeah. She looked like a superhero.
Top to bottom.
What do you think her superpower is dressed like that? Making people gay. Teaching people anal.
Making people come.
Yeah.
We have a winner. It is Marina Summers.
Congratulations, Marina. Not my pick.
I thought she was really good with the sluttiness. The pageant.
Never mind.
Did you forget about that?
I did.
And then, unfortunately, our bottom two is Lady Morgana. It is her third time in the bottom. And Brigading. And they have to fight it out for their children. Now, we got some tricks. We got some treats. I don't know where Brigading had that can of hairspray, but she sprayed the roots.
She changed the color of her hair.
That was cool. It worked, too.
It did work. She's a great live performer. You know, we have seen her many times
We've
live.
seen her. We are biased.
We are biased.
Briga biased.
And she maintained that kind of rocker chick, kind of hunched over, like, I'm gonna fucking do this. And that's fun to watch. When you get into a character and you commit to it, and we understand the character, Lady Morgana, however, did more of the same. She took her wig off to reveal a small wig.
A tiny wig.
A tiny wig.
She did this move where you put your one hand down and make your legs go that way. I can't do it right now because I am...
Lost her legs.
I don't want to kick Darby this time.
Lady Morgana gave us more Lady Morgana, and it wasn't bad.
And now she's Lady Morgana home.
Oh, God. Okay.
I really like her. I think she's fun. I think with a little after-show polish, she'll be ready to come and take over the world.
I don't know about that, but I love her personality, and I think
she's
if
a
I had to
great
go
lip-sync
see
stress.
if I had to go see someone live from the cast, she would be in like my top 5.
She's a really good lip syncer.
She's just fun. But Lady Morgana makes sense to me.
Yeah, I think it was her time, just naturally. And being in the bottom so many times, I think we have to make our peace and we have to wish her good luck.
I'm at peace. So if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and of course the bell notification so you never miss a new episode.
Join us on Patreon where you can see all of the... We talk a lot.
Also, we are both on Cameo, so if you'd like us to send a message to yourself, to a loved one, to a stranger, to a strange loved one who likes yourself, go ahead and hit us up there.
Please do. I'm very poor. Also, please join us... we both also do this thing called Cameo, which is like a message from both of us on IMHOtheSHOW.com.
We record those after we film these episodes when
and
we're kind of loopy.
Loopy. They are fun.
Yeah, they're fun.
They're
fun.
They're unhinged.
I wouldn't share it with anyone.
Or share it with everyone. Get a Cameo for your family reunion, and we'll tell them all what you think of them.
It's not going to be good. All right, well, we will see you next week. Until then,
Pa'alam!
Would you ever do a pageant? I mean, Camp Wanakiki was kind of your version of a pageant, right?
Yeah. No, because I think they're way so expensive.
So expensive.
And I know that you get like sponsors, but I don't have the energy or the know-how to get sponsors and then keep them happy.
That would be my thing, is getting a sponsor and like, it wouldn't even be about me anymore. I'd be like, these people have given me money to succeed. I have to succeed or I will burn down their business. Yeah. Like metaphorically.
I think I would be too scared. I do think I would do well in a pageant, but I don't think I could get the money and I don't make my wigs or costumes until the night before, so that's just not the kind of thing you want to do for a pageant.
That would be kind of funny though, like to see you stressing out the night before and you're like, I forgot buttons or, whatever you forgot.
Would you?
No.
Yeah.
I just don't think...
You would be so good.
You.
You would be so good in one.
Would you? No. Yeah.
I was agreeing with you that I wouldn't either.
I like the idea of the Q&A. Okay.
Oh, you would slay.
I like the idea of you just kind of wander around in a dress.
You could do that.
It's the talent for those particular things are always humongous. They have backup dancers and it's like a crowd, people are falling from the ceiling and all of that. And I just have to be honest with you, my bones, very brittle.
You know what you could do though?
What?
You could do that because Lady Bunny's style of performance? It's like, do just a pas de bourrée and arms and then stop and tell a joke. You could do that.
Like laughing?
You could do that.
Yeah, I guess I could. I could be the next Lady Bunny. She's funny, right?
During question and answer, I'm thinking of the Alaska pageant.
Like
all you would have to do. You don't have to take that seriously. You just have to make them laugh.
I'm so fucking dumb. We said we would do the Alaska pageant if ever given the opportunity. We should try to do that next year. We already live here.
I've tried every single time.
We'll try harder.
Now that I live here, maybe I could.
We already live here.
Okay, I'll tell you this.
We can do talent. We're talented.
Patron only. Do you want me to read you what I wrote to them? Because they were like, send us an email with like why you think we should pick you. I'm scared.
While you're looking that up, I got this dress and it just has a bunch of random phrases all over it. Like, welcome to my fairyland. That makes sense. Bounce, bounce. Of course, we all love to bounce. But my favorite thing that's on here, it says spicy chili. There's just spicy chili written all over me.
This is embarrassing. I'm not going to read it. Wait, say what you thought it said.
What?
She got this in the mail and she was like, it's got weird words on it. Like, spicy chill.
Oh, I thought it said spicy chill. Like, I'm a spicy chill girl. No, it's spicy chili, baby. Hotline calling. Which hotline? I can do hotlines. Hello, thank you for calling the STD hotline. My name is Darby. What's your penis like right now? I did work for a call center for an STD check thing. It ended up being kind of scammy. I didn't feel good about it, but I did like listening to people talk about their body stuff. Because I didn't feel alone. Oh, it burns when you pee? Sir, me too. Okay, bye.